So as you can tell from the title of this video, this isn't going to be a normal post of mine. I wanted to talk about something with you guys. I just wanted to like put shit out there, you know? I believe in ghosts. I believe in like demons. I believe in all that stuff, but I don't really believe in those labels like a true millennial. I don't really believe in those labels. I think that those are things that like we've created to like really like define what these things are, just so that way we can like understand it, or that we can just like grasp, like, because there's certain things that like it's unexplainable and you're just like, what happened, or what did I just see? Religion and stuff like that, they put these labels of like, this is a demon, this is a poltergeist, or whatever. I don't know if poltergeist is actually like a religious thing, but definitely demon is, or angel. I don't really believe in any of that stuff, and just to put out there flat out, I'm agnostic, so if you don't know what that means, go look it up. But basically it's, I don't believe or disbelieve in really anything, because like I think either way is possible. I mean, there could be a God, there could not be a God. There's no way to prove either way, so why pick a side is kind of my thing. I grew up in a religious household. I grew up with a religious mother. Growing up, I was always like religious, I guess. I went to church and stuff like that. I actually loved church, and I would go all the time with my mom. Sometimes my brothers would stay home. I would just go with my mom and stuff like that. But eventually I just figured out that I liked, you know, the people more. I liked being around people and like, you know, making people laugh and stuff like that, rather than like believing in God. So pretty much I used church as literally I used it as like a platform for me to just be like, yo, people like me, I am funny, whatever. Now saying that, let's go back to believing in, you know, the paranormal and stuff. How can I believe that there is no God, or that there is a God, or be on the fence about that, but then like believe there's like some sort of paranormal shit going on? Well, a lot of stuff has happened to me, and I'm pretty sure stuff has happened to you too. And if it hasn't, then you don't believe. If it has, then you do believe, because you experience stuff. Now, the difference between me experiencing things and other people is other people like to put labels on it. Other people like to be like, this was an angel, it was a sign up from God, or it was an omen, and it's just like, what? No. When something happens to me, if something happens to me, I should say, because it's not like constant. If something were to happen to me, I analyze it, and I really look at it, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like, what is this going on? Like, what did I just experience? Because putting a label on it just like ruins your credibility, obviously, because you're saying that it's like a demon, and it's just like, is it a demon? Like, you don't fucking know what you're talking about. And like I said, I feel like religious people, or you know, the church or whatever, they put these labels like demon just to help us understand, because that's how it works, is they want to make you understand things, and naming it a demon is just, yeah. But I honestly truly believe that paranormal stuff is like up for grabs. It could be anything. I actually believe that like whatever's happening is like another type of life form, or it's just a phenomenon and form. It's something we don't understand. It's something that we can't see, we can't feel, but it's just like there. Or if you see something, it's another life form, maybe a different dimension, or I don't know. There's so many things. It could be fucking God. I don't know. But for me to like say it's God or say it's another dimension, it's just like, what? Like, you have no evidence. So that's the kind of person I am, is I like to get to the bottom of things. I like to get evidence. I like to get stuff together, so that way I can come up with my own conclusion. I don't want to just like, you know, have nonsense. Now let's move on to like a really creepy story. Maybe like 3 years ago, I was living in my house. Let me first start out this story with saying that I believe that aliens are real. I don't know what they look like. I don't know if they've been here. I don't know if they're even close or know we exist, but I think that there are aliens out there. Yeah, the chances of there not being aliens is just so slim. Like, there has to be other life out there. I seriously think aliens are like beings on another planet that don't even know their own existence. Like, we're self-aware. Like, we know we're here. We know that we're the shit. I know I'm the shit, but we know we're here, and we're looking for other life. But I feel like the life that's out there is most likely probably just like fish, and they're just like living, and they're just like, they have no clue that we're even here looking for them. And I feel like that's what that is. And other people think aliens are like these beings, these humans or whatever, that are like so intelligent, way more intelligent than us. And it's like, no, like, I think that they're like ants, and they're just like living life, and we just can't see them or talk to them. But I also do believe that like it's possible that there are aliens, and that they're here. So anyway, saying that, let's get into this next story. I was in my bedroom and I was sleeping, right? 2 o'clock in the morning or so, for no reason at all. I just like wake up and I'm like, oh, like, what's going on? And it's completely dark. Why did I wake up? Maybe I have to go to the bathroom? No, I have no idea. I look at the clock and I see it's like really early in the morning and I'm like, I have work in like 4 hours. Like, I better get back to sleep. So I'm lying in my bed and I'm just like trying to go to sleep. Then all of a sudden, I see this light, and it's not like, the best way I can explain this is as if like it's the middle of the day. It's as if like a big light was like shining on my house or something. I have no idea. But it was like as if the sun just turned on. It was like 2 a.m., dark, can't see crap, and then all of a sudden, boom, like the sun's just like, here I am. And when this was happening, I was like, just like experiencing it. I was just like, is this really happening? I was like, oh my God, like, and I'm not gonna lie, at the moment I was like, am I abducted? Like, am I being abducted right now? Like, of course this is happening to me. It was on for probably like 15 seconds or so. Like, it wasn't that long. I wasn't freaked out. I was just like, what's happening? I was like, I was curious. I was confused. I was experiencing it. And so it shut off, whatever it was, and I was like, what happened? Like, oh my gosh, I was too afraid to look out my window. I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, okay, this is terrible, like, this is crazy. I ended up falling asleep like 20 minutes later just because like, I was like, I need to go to sleep, I got work. And that was the end of that. I work like really close to my house, so I would walk to work. The next day, I woke up, I was heading to work. As I was walking to work, I remembered what happened earlier. And I was just thinking about how crazy it was and how I'm gonna explain this to people. Like, what does this mean? On my way to work, I was Googling, like, I saw light. Like, I was just, like, going through all the search engines. I even used Bing, and I was just, like, trying to figure out what happened. And I couldn't figure out what happened. All these crazy paranormal sites were like, I saw a ball of light. And I was like, I didn't see a ball of light. Like, it was, like, the sun turned on. I have no idea. As I was on my phone, I saw, like, dead birds, like, here and there as I was walking to my work in my neighborhood, and I was like, this is really weird, like, what is going on? Like, there's dead birds, and it was all just adding up to like alien abduction. I was like, I was fucking abducted. I'm gonna look, when I get home, I'm gonna look for like some sort of something, I don't know, some sort of implant. I was like really excited, but I was also really scared. I was like, what if this is real? Like, oh my God, like, I don't know what's happening. Go to work, blah, blah, blah. Don't tell anybody about this. And then I get home and I don't tell anyone about this. And it's just like, literally, I spend like days trying to figure out what this was. One night I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go live. And I went live on a broadcasting site. If you guys have never seen me before, I broadcast online. I've been broadcasting for like years. I went live and I told everybody my situation, and they're like, aliens, ghosts, oh my God. And they're just going crazy. And I was like, no guys, like, I don't want to label this an alien abduction. I think it is, like, I feel like, because the evidence was there, like the light and the birds dead, like it all just kind of adds up to like those stories where people are like, I was abducted or whatever. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, I think I was, like, but I need to figure this out. I'm not going to go out and just tell the story saying it was abduction, because I don't want to like look stupid. Like, the thing is, like, I don't want to, it's not that I don't want to look stupid. Like, if I knew it was an alien abduction and I remember being abducted and getting aliens, getting it and being around aliens or whatever, I would tell the story. Like, I wouldn't care if people thought I was crazy, because like, I know my truth, you know what I mean? So it's not about like looking stupid, but it is, because like, you look stupid if you just go out and say a story and have nothing to base it off of, and you're not even sure of it, you know? Because like, I really wasn't sure. I was just like hoping for that, because I was like, that's so crazy, like, what the hell? I was telling this to a live stream, and we were trying to figure out what it was. So for a couple days, I kept going live. When my return viewers would watch and be like, okay, this is what I thought, this is what I think it is, this is what I think it is. And we went through a couple scenarios where maybe it was a power box exploding, or maybe it was just a lamp outside, which I was like, there's no way it was a lamp, which I do have like a street light outside my house, but it's like really far away. So someone sent me a clip of like a power box exploding, and the light that came off of it was oddly similar, but it was flickering. That wasn't what happened. The light that I saw was as if the sun turned on. That's the best way I can explain it. And it was just a steady light for like 10-15 seconds or whatever. I was like, that's not it. It was not flickering. And we kept looking at other things. Maybe it was this, maybe it was that. And I was like, no, it's not this and not that. Maybe it was headlights. Someone turned on their headlights and it was like bright. And I was like, no. because that would mean it would be like shining like directed at me. It was more like just ambient like light, just like all over the place, just like I don't know, it was crazy. A couple days go by and everyone thinks I'm crazy online. They're just like, you're weird, you're stupid. Finally, someone shows me footage from like Russia or something, because everyone has dash cams over there, of a meteor coming into Earth, into the atmosphere. So it's coming into Earth, and as it enters the atmosphere, it like explodes or whatever. It just like lights up the sky. And I was like, that's it. Like, that has to be it. That's more explainable than an alien abducting me, because that's literally what it was. It was pitch black, and then all of a sudden a ball of light like in the sky, like the sun, just turns on, lights up the whole sky. And because like it literally looks like the city is just, it's broad daylight. It looks like it's the day, but it's really like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. So I was so glad that we found this, because I was looking at like paranormal stuff. I wasn't looking at like, what could this be? And even if you do look up that kind of stuff, like I don't know how this person thought of that, but like, how do you look up that? How do you look that up? Like midnight, like what do you put in the search engine to find out like it's dark, then all of a sudden, like, then it's daylight, then it's back to dark in just seconds? Like, how do you find out what this is? I was so happy that someone brought me this clip, because that really explains what it most likely was. You know, a lot of people end up just like not knowing what happened to them or whatever. And I'm really glad that someone showed me that clip, because now I can just be like, tell this crazy alien story, and in the end be like, it's not aliens, guys, it's a fucking like meteor coming in or whatever. Like it was a fucking meteor. Like, so don't jump the gun, you guys. Like, whenever something happens to you, like actually investigate, figure out what it is before you just go out making yourself look like an idiot. Because like, how would that look if I would have been like, this was an alien, guys, like, guys, aliens, and then like someone shows me that clip, and then I'm like, oh wow, that's probably what it was, never mind, oh my god, and now I lose all credibility, like I look like a fucking fool. Like, don't ever look like a fool, you guys. That's like number one. Don't look stupid. It starts out as like this is an alien story, and then it turns out to be like, oh, it was a meteor coming to Earth. And I think that's way more cooler than aliens. I mean, I don't know, they're both cool. One's being like taken and abducted against your own free will, but another one's really cool. Like, this rock has been flying through space for like probably millions of years, or I don't know, this rock has existed longer than us. Like, and here it is, I wake up in the morning and I experience it being destroyed with our atmosphere. But still, like, that's like the coolest thing ever. But yeah, this just goes to show, if something happens to you guys, actually look into it, actually research, see what's up, because you don't want to go around like looking like a fool, just like saying this is what happened, when really like you don't know. And that circles back to me being agnostic. I don't want to say that there is a God and then like I die and there's no God, because then I'm gonna be dead, so it's not gonna matter. But I would just be like, I lived my whole life fucking just being like, God, 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 and then like, nope, there's nothing. I would also feel like really stupid, really bad if I was like, there is no God, and then I die and like there's God, and they're like, you didn't believe in me, son. First of all, I don't have a father in life, I don't have a father afterlife, so back the fuck up, God. I'm just imagining both sides, and I'm just like, yeah, both are extreme. So I don't really agree with atheism or atheists, and nor do I agree with like religious people or whatever. You can't prove it or disprove it, so it's just like, you gotta be on the fence, and that's just me. Maybe I'm like a bitch. Maybe I'm just a little bitch, and I don't want to pick a side because I don't know, maybe that's what it sounds like. But really it's more of just like, I'm an evidence kind of guy, and I don't believe what people tell me unless like I can, you know, measure it or whatever. I don't just like believe whatever. That was the real point of this video, was to tell you guys that and to let you know a little bit more about me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a few more creepy stories that I could tell that are paranormal, that are lean more towards the unexplained rather than today's video where it was explained. But those videos are to come in the future. Trust me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to drop a comment if you like these types of videos, or if you want me to go back to doing skits or whatever. But I enjoy doing these. Make sure to subscribe. Check out all my social medias down below in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video.